Hello and welcome to the first annual Hart Women's Bowling Media Day. I'm your host, Hart correspondent Derek Johnson. Next up, we're joined by Culver-Stockton College Wildcats with head coach Derek Sapp and one of their athletes, Jasmine Saunders. Coach, we chatted earlier about the men's team. For the women's side of things, how's the season gone so far for this squad as we get close to the Hart Championship?
This coming into the year, we knew that we only had five, so there's no subbing in or out. They had to bowl, and these five have honestly far exceeded where I thought we'd be, because it's really difficult, when you're struggling, uh, and knowing that you have to stay in there. And these five have stayed the course and stayed as patient as they possibly can and have come together far better than I really thought would happen. And I feel like that they have as good a chance as anybody to win next weekend. Uh, and really, it's been a gradual ascension. Making three straight match plays was a pretty good accomplishment. They've struggled in match play, but that's definitely something we're addressing. And not that not just struggling, but a little bit of bad luck along the way as well. A couple of games they very easily could have won, and it just didn't. The breaks just didn't fall our way. So I'm hoping that we've have all of them saved up for next weekend.
What can you tell us about Jasmine and what she means to the program?
She's the leader of the team. She was literally the first player I signed, that I recruited and signed when I got here. And what I watched her in high school, and I knew that I needed somebody like that, somebody that would be able to bring a team together, be able to say the tough things that a team needs to hear every now and then. And this year she's done that, and I don't have any doubt we wouldn't be where we are without her.
Jasmine, what was the messaging from Coach Sapp? He mentioned that you're the first player that he signed. Why did you want to come play for him and attend Culver-Stockton with him as your coach?
I chose to come to Culver and him as my coach because I wanted to be a start of something new. I wanted to be here along the ride to build a new program and see achievements. I don't know if you know, but I'm a part of the first women's program win for bowling, and I'm also the first women's All-American for bowling. So
That's got to be something pretty cool to accomplish. You're also first team all conference last season. Is there an honor or an award that you value the most?
the first championship win.
Yeah. And how would you say this season has gone for you individually and the team so far?
I struggled individually, but I had my team to help make me up, and I honestly couldn't ask for anything better because this is the one of the best teams that I've bowled with so far here at Culver.
Your coach mentioned a bit of a thinner roster, not as deep, and that puts some pressures on you guys that you can't just have somebody else at the end of the bench that fills in for you. What are some of the difficulties of that, and have there been actually any positives from that?
Um, the difficulties is that it's a mental challenge for sure. You have to be mentally strong, and like we have to make sure we're picking each other up. And then the positive is it has brought us very close.
And Jasmine, have or I guess when did you start bowling competitively, and when did you know that you wanted to bowl at the collegiate level?
I started as a freshman in high school. I had never picked up a bowling ball in my life, and I started. And then I mm, knew that I wanted to bowl competitively in college, probably my junior or senior year of high school.
Coach, take me through some of the talent level and the competitiveness of the different teams that you're going to be going up against in the conference. How challenging of a league and a league championship is this?
Oh, it's this league is every year it seems like it gets better and better and better. William Penn is probably the standard right now, where they're ranked, on both sides. Baker, even though they lost four seniors, they've still managed to put together a really good year. Clark has definitely improved from last year. Peru State has improved from last year. Grandview is always going to be in the mix. It's just it's a really tough league on the women's side where I think any of those teams that I just mentioned could win next weekend if things fall their way. So we've got our work cut out for us, and I think they're up to the task. And we're gonna spend the next 9 days getting ready.
And coach, who are some of those other key bowlers along with Jasmine on the team getting ready for the Heart Championship?
Everybody will obviously point to Rachel making 7 all tournament teams. But I think having somebody like that, bringing somebody in along with Jersey, bringing those two in, both had very successful high school careers, and that team experience as well, bringing them in has helped. Madison, having her from Hawkeye with college experience, coming in right away, and she has stepped up and bowled well. And Riley, even though she didn't have a ton of, she only bowled second semester last year, but this year she has grown a lot as the season has started. And with that, that's kind of the advantage of just having the 5 of them. They had to bowl. So the advantage to that is you gain more experience. And I've always said this is a sport where the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And all 5 of them definitely, there's no doubt the 5 of them are bowling better now than all of them were at the beginning of the season. So they've kind of taken it and ran with it and made the best of it.
Coach, you have professional bowling experience. How has that helped you as a coach? And what's the rewarding part about coaching compared to playing?
The rewarding part is being a part of it. Them just bringing me along for the ride and the successes. But I think I relate best because I've been there as a bowler. I know when they're struggling. I know what they're going through. I know what's going through their head. And I know most of the time I know kind of what to say to them, what not to say to them, and just to get them back on track. And I've seen a lot of bowling. I've watched a lot of bowling balls go down the lane, and I think I'm pretty good at reading what they need to do and where they need to be, and that's where my coaching comes from, and any experience helps. And I think that that's what I've brought mostly to this program.
Jasmine, do you have a favorite thing about the Culver-Stockton women's bowling program and what it means to be a part of it?
I would have to say that my favorite part is the hotels with the bowl because we have so much fun. Last weekend, 2 of us got in a cart and we were just rolling around the parking lot before we got on the bus. And then, what was the other question?
What does it mean to you to be part of this program?
Honestly, family. Like, there's nothing more important to me.
All right. Well, Coach Jasmine, thank you so much for the time. Good luck at the Heart Championship.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.